Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us on this lovely Thursday evening here at Virginia International Raceway. I am your brand new producer trying to figure everything out, Ryan Whitlock, joined by our esteemed panel, if you will. I'm the director of the Collegiate Sportscar Challenge. I've got here with me Nick Stockner of the Cup Series. Say hi, Nick.
How the heck we doing?
And I've got with me Ricky Paz, the director of our Formula College series.
Good evening. Welcome to another esteemed panel showcase, guys.
So I'm really excited trying to figure everything out. I think it's just going to be a lot of fun to have three series directors here commentating the clash. Without further ado, let's get to the on-track action. So far, on pole is Chris Perez, CIL rookie, with a 1:45.5, currently best lap in qualifying. I made an oopsie poopsies and set qualifying to open qualifying when it should be solo. But you know what?
Let's talk a little bit about this qualifying session, shall we? So we've got 10 minutes. It is open qualifying, as Ryan said, so instead of everyone being on the track just individually, we've got everyone on the track all at once racing each other. What kind of nuance does that bring to qualifying, Nick?
Well, when you think about open qualifying, you're like, well, first of all, what the heck? I've got a bunch of other cars around me. That's gonna get you all bothered up and all the like. And then you got all got to worry about everybody making mistakes. You could be on the lap of your life and the car ahead spins out, and that's going to ruin your lap in the process. And with some tempers in here, that could lead to some conflict on track.
And let's be clear about one thing. Contact, off tracks, and any other sort of iRacing incident penalty will invalidate your lap. So if someone, not only if someone gets in your way, but if someone's bump drafting you down the back straight, if someone, boots you off track, that's going to invalidate your lap. And quite frankly, we've only got less than 3 minutes to go. We're getting down to the final minutes. These laps really count here.
Yeah, I'm sure many of you in the real world watched today's Rolex 24 qualifying, and we witnessed how sharing the track with other people at the same time can cause problems, as my favorite, number 60 Acura, was brutally and miserably held up by the 63 Lamborghini, but I digress. So we have got our Muhammad Alif on the pole with a 1:45.376 with CIL rookie, again, Chris Perez, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm a production rookie, with a 45.5. That's actually really impressive. CIL debut being that close to the man who is head and shoulders above the rest of the league. Cale Davidson behind has done a 45.7. Looks like he's on a good lap. Hunter Hadesty currently P4 with a 46.2. So only the top three have been able to get into the 145 so far.
It is quite an extensive amount here. A little moniker for you all this evening. You're going to see some cars with 3 numbers. You're going to see some cars with 2 numbers. If a car has 2 or a singular number, that means they are a student. If they have 3 numbers, it means they are alumni. While they do race together and they race for an overall victory, there are classes among the drivers, student and alumni. Ricky.
Yeah, and that honestly brings in some interesting dynamics. We typically see some good students at the top, but we've got alumni mixing it up too. And while they want to fight for the overall win, they have to look towards the college championships too. That brings a different aspect into what you're fighting for, especially if you're pushing too hard, you make a mistake at a big track like this, and you're off and you lose your class win.
Yeah, another thing worth noting that a few drivers might be brushing up against is I have put in place a minimum time for this race of 1:51 flat. So we've got drivers such as Donovan Kennedy, who we're looking at as he spins out on probably his best chance to make this race with only 44 seconds left in the session.
The good news for
Kennedy
him
might not make this race, and he is back in the pits.
The good news for him is that his practice time does meet the quota. We've got everyone at least setting a practice time or a qualifying time within our minimum time. So it looks like all 41 drivers tonight will be in the main event.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm currently not able to look at those practice times, but yeah, if you meet that time in practice, you make the race. If you meet it in qualifying, you make the race. We really try to be as nice as we can to drivers and allow them to race here in the Collegiate iRacing League. as Donovan Kennedy's still going slow on track.
It's all about no pressure here in the CIL. While we do enjoy high levels of competition, we do try to make this as stress-free as possible. So, no stress about, the high profiles needed for a good qualifying time. You set that time in practice, you're all good to go with us. As the qualifying session has ended, our Muhammad Alif has secured his pole position with Chris Parise in P2, Cale Davidson P3, Jake Cummings P4. Oh, Edwin Onofre in the last moments, he captures P4.
Edwin Onofre is one of those guys that you can never count out of one of these races. Member of Vortex, he's a good and highly esteemed member of the sports car community in iRacing, and I'll tell you, he might be an underdog for tonight's race.
Let's see if I can get these qualifying results pulled up here. Yeah, great shout about Edwin. There we go. Beautiful. So top 10, our Muhammad Alif, like we have said, with P2, Chris Parise, rookie, Stevens Institute of Technology, only 0.15 seconds behind. Cale Davidson,
Ryan, let me stop you really quickly.
Sir.
We're finishing out the qualifying session, which means drivers that took a lap before the checkered flag comes out, they are finishing their last laps at this moment. So these qualifying stats might not be final until the next minute and a half finishes out.
Yeah, let's see who's still out on track at the moment. I'm not finding anybody who is.
We got Preston Pritt's lap, but he just went off track, so his lap won't count. Cale Davidson's in the wall.
Looks like Andrew Capella's on a lap, but is currently slower than his best.
Nick Henley's coming in, and that's not going to be good enough. He's going to stay P19.
That might be it, Ryan. I think we can have
our... never mind.
Braden Walker's 1.2 seconds up on his best lap so far.
Whoa, heater.
Let's watch him live. He's going through the S's. He's carrying lots of speed, high, precise, and technical sections here of Virginia International Raceway. He's coming through these high-speed corners. Now, Ryan, I know he's carrying a lot of speed. Just what is he going through at this moment?
Well, I'll tell you, that corner he just went through is a real pain as we switch to Christian Hill, who is 3.5 seconds up on his best lap. Our very own cut producer extraordinaire, who probably got a little frustrated telling me how to use this darn thing.
Unfortunately for them both, they're not going to complete this lap as we have less than 10 seconds left. So unless they take one of those Mario Kart golden mushrooms, they are not going to make the finish line here.
Yeah, they might not have made the start line there for the flying lap. So let's see if I can get my full screen results here going. There we go.
Looking nice. They say Mario Kart's 24. Well, how about our 41 starting on pole? Will be our Muhammad Alif out of Ball State University, with P2 being Chris Parise out of Stevens Institute of Technology. P3, Cale Davidson out of Ball State, with P4, Edwin Onofre out of the University of North Texas. P5, Jake Cummings out of Converse. P6, Connor Greer out of Alabama and Huntsville. P7, Hunter Hadesty out of Clemson University, with P8, Lucas Moody out of Ball State. P9, Adam Willoughby out of Clemson. And P10, Riley Perkins out of New England College. Andrew Capella.
Give it to Ricky.
Go ahead, Ricky.
There we go. Andrew Capella, P11 from University of Toledo. Nick Henley, Ball State driver, P12. Matthew Nordberg, NC State University, P13. Jordan Ricky, UAH, one of Ryan's guys, P14. Zach DeWale, an OWR guy from St. Clair alum, P15. Robert Kiesel Jr. from FIU, P16. Alterman, UNC Charlotte, P17. Schulenberger, newly appointed OWR driver, P18. Andrew Burrell, hopefully his grandma's watching, P19. And Jacob Dick from Ball State University, P20.
I'll take us through here. We've got Arpad Kovacs from John Brown University, P21. Jason Satterley of Auburn, P22. I know Auburn's been putting some cars together for this series. Andrew McManus from the University of Toledo brings it home 23rd, with CIL rookie Andrew Hordes from FIU in 24th. Aiken Lamar, CIL veteran alumni extraordinaire, P25. University of Delaware Zachary Vitt in 26th. CIL rookie Mateo Jimenez from North Carolina University, probably, in 27th. Connor Bingle, one of my guys, from University of Alabama in Huntsville in 28th. Cameron Stecklenburg from the Stevens Institute of Technology in 29th. And Kelton Quick rounding out the top 30 from Ball State. I'll give it to you, Nick.
P31, Jason Drexel University. P32, Preston Pritzloff out of John Brown. P33, Braden Walker, also out of John Brown. P34, Evan Main out of the Midwest. P35, Kate L. Corbin out of Alabama, Huntsville. P36, our producer, Christian Bryant Hill out of Maine St. Mary's. P37, Donovan Kennedy. P38, Oliver Dibble. P39, Patrick White. And P40, Christian Kim. Rounding out this field of 41 cars
Wait,
is
who's P41?
Cole McAleeb. I don't know if he can show up on the screen.
There we go.
Yes, he can. A lowly 12 seconds back, shaken but not stirred, as now we get through this pace lap here. And for those who are, knowledge of the esteemed panel, if you will, we always have a question of the day. We ask it to the people at home. We ask it to the drivers that we're going to interview mid-race tonight. Tonight's question is, what is your favorite kind of cake?
Guys, while you're pondering that, our Muhammad Alif is our pole sitter, right? But he is not sitting on the pole. He is sitting in his pit box, currently on pit road. He might be doing a pit start here. I don't know if that's intentional or unintentional, but it's looking like a pit start for our pole sitter, guys.
All right, I think I messed up, fellas. So I might have to make a little bit of a mid-race announcement to all these guys as they get going. Give me one moment, please. Thank you, drivers, for all being here. I'm currently losing my mind in the production booth, and I know that open qualifying was pretty crazy. Just a reminder that the cutoff time was 1:51.000. So if you did not achieve that time in practice and qualifying, I don't think I can enforce that at the moment. But honor system, if you didn't meet that time, please pull over and exit the race. Hope to see you at Daytona. But thank you all for being here. Let's have some fun. Let's keep it clean. Let's put on a good show. I'm really glad to see so many cars show up for the Clash. Not even paying points today. A lot of you guys showed up, so really excited to see how this goes. Thank you guys again. Have some fun.
Confirmation that everyone has made it. Everyone who has ran higher than a 151 in qualifying has run lower than a 151 in practice. So congrats. Have a good race.
Thank you very much for that, Ricky.
We're over. Now we can get back to tonight's proceedings. So now that our Muhammad Alif has somehow, some way decided that he is not going to take his pole starting position, our front row is Chris Parise, and if I believe so, that means Cale Davidson, which, shout out to Cale Davidson's mother, I know you're watching this. He is going to start in P3, which is absolutely wonderful for him. Maybe an opportunity to finally get that win that we know he can get. Meanwhile, in the second row, it's now going to be Edwin Onofre and Jake Cummings, who have all the power in the world to go diving into turn one and take ample position away. And followed by them, it's going to be Connor Greer and looks to be Hunter Hadesty, who, for those fans of Hunter Hadesty out there like I am, has made the switch to the brand new GT3 car, the Acura. But here we go, the pace car is away, and it is go, go, go from the ViRoar at Virginia International Raceway, Ryan.
I believe that's Hunter Hadesty pulling out a line there early as my timing tower lights up with the position changes. Hunter looks around the outside of Braden Walker, gets shoved out wide. Braden Walker tucks in underneath Jake Cummings there. Excuse me, that's Chris Parise in that 8 Corvette as Hunter goes wide. Gets pressured by Preston Pritzlaff, I believe, as Chris Parise slots in underneath.
Chris is lucky to fall to only third. He did not have the start he wanted. Cale definitely got the start of a lifetime as he assumed pole from P3. So we're gonna see what happens. We're talking about black flags over the radio right now for possible improper start from Edwin Onofre. We're gonna have to take a look at that from race control.
Yeah, let's see what I can do here. Edwin Onofre, let's go back. 30 seconds. Can I do that? I don't know. Well, Cale Davidson out to the lead. Looks like
flag say?
Muhammad Alif chose not to take his pole position.
Yeah, we can't clear that, buddy.
We're getting reports that Muhammad Alif sped in the pit lane on his pit start. His
Oh
race
my
is
goodness.
over before it even started. My goodness me. This means this is Cale Davidson's time to shine. He's got 29 minutes to go. And in those 29 minutes, you can wholeheartedly expect that he may just go ahead and pull off a victory tonight. But, you know, moving on further down the line, I'm looking at a Cale Davidson lead with Jake Cummings in P2. They are giving great chase to one another. Further on down, we got Chris Parise, who is also trying to make this a 3-car showdown with Edwin Onofre and Hunter Hadesty, quick behind in Ps 4 and 5, who are both running their default Acura schemes, having yet to make one for themselves. Further on down the line, I don't know who I'm looking at.
Adam Willoughby and Connor Greer here in a tight fight.
Indeed they are. That seems to be pretty intense between the two of them. Connor Greer in that big, hefty, girthy, if you will, Ford Mustang GT3 versus the slim and slender Porsche.
See if we can go further along down the line as we look at Zachary DeWale being pressured by Rob Kiesel Jr. No, Rob isn't that close. This isn't a section of the track you can really pass at either. Let's go back up and look at Hunter Hadesty, the 888 Acura NSX car, being chased by Edwin Onofre in the same paint scheme, number 99 Acura.
They seem to have made that pass there. That's actually pretty interesting.
Just a background conversation. Edwin had gone when the leader went, but iRacing gave him a black flag anyway because P3 doesn't have control over the restart. P1 does. So P3 technically should have gotten a jump penalty and not Edwin.
I see. Well, unfortunately, we do not
we can't
have
do anything, buddy. I'm sorry.
live
Yeah, that's
stewards
just
in
a
this
shame
race,
for him.
so not anything we can really do about that.
Let me tell you, this is Cale's race to lose. I mean, we talk about Cale being the bridesmaid all the time and never the bride to a leaf, of course, but this looks to be Cale's best chance to get a win here early in the season.
Yeah, he's pulled out a 0.6 of a second lead, and Jake Cummings is keeping him honest, certainly. But, you know, I think Cale spent a good amount of time in this BMW. I think he had great pace last season in the Ferrari he shared with Lucas Moody. Now he is showing off what he can do solo.
Indeed. Well, Joan, it's 5 minutes into the race. We're looking at this battle for lead. Y'all want to talk to someone?
I think we should.
Tell you what, let's see what I can do here. Why don't you all go ahead and drag on our next guest?
You got it. I'm going to pull in Brandon Schulenberger. Mr. Schulenberger, welcome to the panel. How you doing?
Not very good.
Oh no, we messed him up.
Oh, jeez.
I got nervous.
Schulenberger, you were one of the hot topics over the offseason, taking meetings with both Vortex and OWR. What does this season look like for you as you begin another competitive season in the CIL?
Well, I can tell you, OWR did definitely not take me for my road racing. We are here specifically for practice. But on the Cup side, I think we're off to a good start, and I think the biggest thing is, you know, getting more opinions and practicing with more guys and helping build off of the knowledge they have, and maybe even helping them some with
Lord,
I know, you know, maybe not with like I said, the road racing is not really what they signed me for, but
listen, OWR is a staple in oval racing, but besides Ryan Whitlock, you look at OWR's road racing, we've got a lot to be desired there. Nick, what kind of question do you have for our drivers here today?
Well, of course, so we have the question of the day. We've asked the people in the chat, now we get to ask you. What's your favorite kind of cake?
favorite kind of kink?
Cake.
Ooh.
Keep it PG here, Brandon.
Well, that's
Connor Bingle's blinking in and out of existence.
a little bit. He was giving me a little alert. I don't know what he's
Classic
doing.
ping pong.
Definitely a big chocolate guy.
Okay.
But if you ever go to Nothing But Cakes, get the white chocolate raspberry.
Okay.
Nothing beats
Gotcha.
What excites you about chocolate?
it. It tastes good. You know, I don't know. It's just always been my cup of tea. I'm a big chocolate guy when it comes to candy, chocolate milk. I don't know. Everything chocolate usually is better, in my opinion. More times than not.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon. And anybody you'd like to shout out before we go? And you can go continue cutting some grass, maybe drive on the asphalt.
Yeah, they might give me a lawn mowing service, maybe paycheck after this. But shout out to the family, the girlfriend, y'all for making this happen. I'm sure this will be a treat to watch back.
Always is.
That's one
Always
way to
is,
say
baby.
it. Has Jake
Oh,
Cummings
you
made a
got
pass for the
someone in
lead?
front of me.
Kale
Oh!
Pitt! Kale Pitt!
Whoa.
What?
My
All right,
wing
I think
stop
we
is
can let
ready.
Brandon go.
Y'all
Oh
enjoy your
my!
time.
Kale says he's got Wingstop at the door. He's got to go. Kale's pulling over. That's a new race leader. Our rookie, Chris Parise.
Is
What
he in
a
the lead?
start.
What about Jake Cummings? Where's
Oh, that's my bad. That's my
No,
bad.
Jake's in the lead. Jake's in the lead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find
My-
what happened to
My
Kale.
apologies.
he? Okay, thanks for talking to us, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
He didn't thank OWR. I gotta fire that guy when I get out
Yeah.
of here.
Here's a view of what happened to Kale Davidson.
Confirmation from Kale. He says he has Wingstop ready at 9:20. Good luck, have fun, and he's out of the session.
Is that
guys.
literally? He went to go
That
get
is
food?
literally what he said.
Oh my
Ryan,
god.
impromptu interview of Ryan Whitlock here. Oh, Chris Parise's off. He's way off. He's
No.
cutting so much grass. Holy
Oh.
Jesus.
Give this man a pay raise. Making those grounds look real
Whoa!
Look at that lawnmower.
nice. Hey, CIL Dirt Road Series win. Look at that, baby.
I mean, you know, we got Brandon in the booth and he started cutting grass. We cut away from Chris and he starts cutting grass. Both
See,
of
the
whom
same
are
thing
Corvette
happened
drivers,
here.
I might add.
We're going to pull up another Corvette driver. How about we pull in our leader, Jake Cummings, here? Let's get him an interview.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Mr. Cummings, welcome to the panel. We see that you're now in the lead thanks to a lucky Wingstop order. How you doing?
Yeah, I had a feeling you might pull me in after that. I really have no idea what's going on, guys.
Me neither.
Yeah, second was all over the place. Kale just rage quit, even though he was having a really, really good race. I don't know what happened there.
I think
but-
he literally went to go get
He has
wings.
Wingstop. He has Wingstop order ready at 9:20. That's the confirmation.
I wish I was joking.
Oh man, that's one way to get the lead. Yeah.
I wonder if they're
Well,
lemon pepper.
Yeah.
You gotta
Those
think. You
rides
gotta
are-
think here, Jake. You're a very seasoned veteran of sim racing. Have you ever gained the lead from a Wingstop order?
I don't think so. It's the first time, at least that I've been told. So thanks for letting me know.
First time for everything.
Yeah. Never actually had Wingstop, but I heard it's good. So.
Yeah, I wonder. Well,
Wingstop stocks are gonna go up after this, I think, guys.
I mean, tell us about this track here, VIR. I picked it to go on the schedule because it was free, and then I made a really stupid decision and made qualifying open. But just tell us about how it's treating you so far.
Well, I'll tell you first, Ryan. I noticed it in practice, and I was like, wait, does that just mean unlimited laps? But nope, it was group qualifying, and my frames didn't like it the least. But it was interesting, kind of frustrating at first. Finally got a good lap in the end. It's a really, really interesting track. I actually got to visit it back in July when I was visiting Tech Sport Racing for the SRO weekend they had there. A really flowing, really beautiful track, honestly, with the terrain around it and all the elevation change. I'd say it's one of the underrated American classics. Been around a long time. They use it a lot for track days and everything. They do all sorts of sports car racing here: GT3, 4, GT2, GR86, Mazda MX-5. It's just really a beautiful track. It has kind of a bit of everything. For some reason, this is the first time I've done the GT3 here. It doesn't seem to suit at least my car the best. It's really wonky with how you have to drive. It doesn't feel planted or very natural, but it has a lot of character, and I'm enjoying it now that I've kind of gotten it down a bit better.
Jake, I want to go back to the start of the race. So a Leaf started from the pits. Kale assumed the lead, but because Kale wasn't the pole sitter, he didn't have the right to start the race whenever. He was supposed to wait for the green. What kind of jumbling up did that do at the front for you?
I had no idea. That makes a lot more sense now. Because I saw that happen to Edwin, and I was confused how that worked with him being on the outside. I really had no idea. Yeah, I was really confused. I was glad. I thought, well, either a Leaf figured there was a warm-up and went to do something as I go off track, or he just wanted to have some fun as Kelton Quicks come up as first place on my relative somehow. Yeah, so then I was able to get the jump because second didn't go, and Edwin had his issues, and then Kale pit. So, I mean, everyone around me has had issues, because then I think his name was Chris, whoever he was, ended up having some kind of issue. He's nowhere to be found now. So
Chris
I'm
was
hoping
just
it's not...
trying out our new dirt road series that we've been testing out, that's all.
Oh, right. I've been looking forward to that one, yeah. But yeah, so I'm hoping that's not a sign of things to come, but yeah, so it was kind of confusing, but you know, it's just clash things, all just in good fun.
Yeah, well, Nick, I think you've got the real question of the day here for Jake.
We
Oh,
do.
boy.
So we have questions of the day. We've asked the chat. We asked Brandon. Now it's time to ask you. Question of the day. What's your favorite kind of cake?
Oh man, you know, this definitely isn't my favorite now, but when I think it was my 15th birthday, I was going through like a sour candy phase, but I also love chocolate cake.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, go buy some sour Skittles and put them on a chocolate cake.
That's crazy.
It was not good.
Okay, I thought you were about to say that's your favorite.
No, it wasn't my favorite. My favorite has probably got to be those. If I can go with cupcakes, I would say those Oreo ones with like the Oreo filling. Those are so good.
Oh, you know, cupcakes, huh? So do you like the portability of them?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's good to keep them on you for whenever you're running a little low with blood sugar.
You never know when you're gonna need a cupcake in your life.
I know.
How do you eat your cupcakes? That's the real question. Some people cut them in half, you know?
Yeah. You take like half of the cake part itself. You put it over the frosting.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's perfect. Yeah, I only picked it up recently because of my fiance, but yeah, it's a good strat. Good strat.
Are you gonna tell me next that you eat the crust of the pizza first? Get him out of our booth, guys. Come on.
No. We got. So here's strategy for you. Have you ever considered, just doing the 1 bite challenge with a cupcake?
Oh, I think I've done it before. The more interesting thing is how many mini cupcakes can you fit in your mouth, honestly.
Oh, that's a good question.
About 10.
Maybe that'll be our CSC season finale question.
We'll
do that on the booth.
We'll take that as an idea. Well, Mr. Cummings, you've done better than Brando. You definitely haven't been a lawnmower, so keep out there. And he cut a lot of grass. Let's just say that. You make sure you keep it straight. You got Hunter like 5 seconds back. But thank you for talking to us.
We'll probably see you post-race.
Yep, see ya.
Guys, the chat is asking, where are my Red Velvet fans at? That's a great question.
Did you actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let's ride on board with Connor Bingle here. He's in a bit of a fight of his own with Andrew Woods in front of him. Connor Bing Bong, but Red Velvet, if I'm not mistaken, is literally just chocolate with a lot of red dye in it.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
I believe we just had a pass for position. I think Riley Birkins just got by Clint Halterman. Let's ride on board with Clint Halterman here. He gets a good run out of that corner. Is he going to make a move? He thought about it. See if he can try to get this run out of this corner here on Riley Birkins up in front of him.
Don't want to make a note for you there, Mr. Producer, but you're technically calling Clint J. Cummings right now.
Am I calling? Oh, I sure am. Goodbye.
Don't worry, folks. We are the most unprofessional professionals in the history of paneling, if you will. So now, here we are. Who is that guy?
This is Arpad Kovacs. I'm just trying to look at... Oh, I think Jacob Dick just got by Andrew Capella here for 21st.
Oh, is that a car in the grass? Man, we should start a lawnmower service in here. We got so many people
Evan
with
Main
lawnmowers.
side by side with Andrew Capella
like
there,
Karen.
side by side. This is a hard part of the track to make a pass. Two McLarens duking it out. Who's going to come out on top?
Lucas Moody?
Threes in the series. Here we go.
Evan
Flash
Main
to the
gets a
late
poor
breaker.
entry, but a better exit. Looks like Andrew Capella's going to have to slot in line. They are still side by side.
Oh my goodness.
And Capella
Never
has
mind.
to concede. Great move there by Evan Main. Someone's in the grass. I don't know who that is.
No idea at all. How about in P3? We got a rookie in P3, Adam Willoughby at Clemson University, a guy who had never even heard about the CIL until about 2 weeks ago. OWR driver. What a man in a moment in emotion. You know, they talk that OWR doesn't hire road guys. They've got 2 to top 3 right now, Mr. Vortex CEO. How about it?
Yeah, you know, my Vortex guys apparently prioritized Wingstop tonight, so gotta have a
You gotta
conversation
give
with
Yeah,
them.
you gotta have a conversation with them. As I believe that's Connor Greer right behind, putting pressure on the lawnmower himself, Chris Perez. Chris is totally gonna correct us post race as to how to pronounce his name, but that's okay.
I hope
I'm
so.
fine.
I hope he does.
I hope so.
I hope he does.
I hope we need it. We could use it. I know for a
Guys.
fact that I've put in quite a lot of time with my UAH guys, so let's see what Connor Greer and his UAH Lightning Bolt Mustang GT3 can do. Looks like Perez gets a better run out of that corner though. Lucas Moody is right on the bumper of Arpad Kovacs on the
Whoa,
backstretch.
come on, buddy.
He pulls out. Arpad gives him a little bit of a block. That's also a name I'm mispronouncing in all likelihood. Although I hate. Oh, they make contact. Lucas keeps it on the track.
He fed him a door.
Lucas Moody is
Lucas
sick.
has a
He
s-
is not happy.
Oh, I think his
Cutting
left
grass.
front's broken.
Cutting grass. And
He's
stopping.
done. He's done. I think Lucas is done.
Would you look at that? Ball State. What a powerhouse. Getting wing stop, getting hit off the track, and speeding on a pit start.
Listen, money only buys so much talent, you know.
Yes,
That's
it
all I can
does.
say. Hey, I got a couple things to say here. We're just over halfway in this race. I see that we got quite a viewer count here. If you're liking what you're watching, go ahead and give us a like. If you're liking what you're watching and you want to see more of it, go ahead and give us a subscription. And listen, if you yourself want to join the Collegiate iRacing League and you're a college student or a college alumni, by all means, go check out the description of this video. Join our Discord and come race and trade paints with some of your favorite colleges today. Right in the description, right below the video. You can do it. You can even do it on your smart TV now. You can grab your remote. You can go and you can click the like button. You can check the description.
Ooh,
If that's what you want,
Evan Main got
go
a little
ahead.
loose coming to that corner. Jason Satterley, I think, gives him the bumper.
Wow. What a
And
man.
Satterley makes the pass. I hope I'm not mistaken, but let me I figured out how this button works. Did he give him the bumper? I didn't go back far enough. Is this the bumper here? From Jason Satterley?
It
On Evan
could be.
Main?
That
That absolutely
yeah,
was.
it
Oh
is.
my
That's a
goodness.
little
That's
bit
not
more
even
than
a
a
question.
That's a boot.
That's not the chrome horn. That's the horn and the engine and the radiator behind it. It's remarkable
That's
his
right.
car looks as clean as it does.
Well, while we have some more time, let's grab a conversation from our guy in P2.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Hunter Hadesty.
Oh,
But I want to look at Clint.
panel. Oh, here comes Clint real fast.
They're on the
Oh,
outside
Clint.
of Riley Birkins for T1. He's trying. You don't make it work there. That's not going to happen. Clint gets
That's
Harry.
not gonna happen.
All right, let's look at Hunter again. Hi, Hunter. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Surprisingly well. Of course, the Ball State Exodus has helped with that, but I would like to note, finishing positions are not finalized yet, but if things stay the same, this will be the second clash at VIR that finished P2 or P3 in an Acura.
Well, Hunter, some people said I didn't hire my OWR drivers for their road racing abilities, but you certainly are proving those people wrong. How do you feel about this new Acura in the game?
I like it. A little late to the party, but I mean, hey, better late than never.
So, Hunter, let me give you a little bit of a hypothetical here. So imagine if Samantha Tam is watching
Oh
this
my
race.
God.
What are you
I knew this was gonna come up. It's one of those things.
Wait, what did he say? What did you say?
I knew it was gonna come up somehow, one way or another.
What would you do?
And to her, I would say, Samantha,
Oh,
I'm
Clint's
one of your
around.
big fans.
Who's around? Clint?
Your driver, Edwin Onofre, in the same car, is not doing so well. So you might want to look at a change of lineup for your esports team.
Here's what
Just
happened to
saying.
Clint Halterman. He just tags the bumper of, I believe that was Riley Perkins who was fighting earlier.
Yep.
It doesn't make contact with the wall.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
He's
for,
got a
for
hard
Mr.
time spinning
Halton.
it around there. He had to wait for people to pass him.
That's
Brutal
some good
for
Respectful driver. A respectful driver.
our good
Some
friend
good brass
Clint
cutting.
Halterman.
Meanwhile, Hunter, so, we've asked a little bit around, and and now we got your question of the day. Question of the day is, what's your favorite kind of cake?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with devil's food.
More
Devil's
chocolate. More chocolate.
Huh. Everybody has said in some way, shape, or form chocolate.
Yeah, it's the best.
Well, yeah, so you call it the best, Hunter. We had a guy previously in here talk about how, he liked cupcakes more than real cake. What's your take on that?
I mean, it's cake adjacent. That's not a cake. Cake is something you can slice. You can't, you can slice a cupcake, but come on.
What do you say to those people that cut their cupcakes in half and eat the bottom and then the inside? Don't even touch the frosting.
Straight to jail right away.
That's what I'm
Straight
saying.
to jail.
It's the same kind of people that eat the crust on the pizza first. What are you doing?
No, I think if you cut the bottom half of the cupcake on top, you put it on top of the frosting, that means the frosting is less difficult to work around. I think that's more akin to people who fold their pizza in half. Like they fold it sort of taco-esque. I think that's a more fair comparison, Ricky.
You know what you can't fold in half? The best type of pizza in the United States.
All right,
If you say Chicago
let me
style
go ahead
pizza.
and
Deep
server
dish
mute.
pizza, babe.
All right, I have now server
Can I make a
muted
request
Ricky.
to the booth?
What's that, Hunter?
Can I make a request to the booth?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Yeah.
listening, buddy.
Can you spin your voodoo magic and cause Jake Cummings to, mess up a little bit?
We wish we
I'll
could,
do what
but
I
that's
can.
not how this works.
5 and 6.5 seconds
Ricky's
worth?
unmuted himself. Welcome back, Ricky.
Yeah, I figured it out after about 5 minutes.
So,
well-
Hunter, before we go, is there anybody you'd like to shout out tonight in the broadcast besides Samantha
Yeah.
Tam?
Shoutouts to Ryan Whitlock, my favorite CIL director.
Thank you. You've picked a great booth to
Nick.
say that in.
Sorry,
Painful.
Drew.
Nah.
He's not even here.
Drew's not even here. He doesn't need to know. He doesn't need to.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Ryan, I love you. Always keeping it spicy with these sessions, whether intentional or not.
Well, this one was unintentional, but I try to keep it fun. Sebring's gonna have rain. Daytona's gonna be at night. We're going to the Nürburgring for crying out loud. So appreciate you. I'll see you on track at the Nürburgring, hopefully.
Thank you.
Well, somebody wants to let Hunter go, and we can focus on the battles on track. Looks like Brandon Schulenberger, after a rough start.
He didn't thank OWR either. I gotta go fire that guy too.
You're right. As Brandon Schulenberger is on the bumper, gets a better exit there than Andrew Hordes too. He is only 0.3 of a second behind. That is absolutely close enough for the draft.
Hey
we
Ryan,
get
you're
it done.
calling Brandon Schulenberger Hunter
I sure
Hadesty
am.
there.
I sure am. I'm figuring out that button.
Clean. Very clean. He's diving in pretty deep there.
Ooh, and there he goes.
Not again, golly bum, what the?
I think we're cursing Brandon really bad, guys. Let's go back
We really
like 10
should have
seconds.
stopped looking at him.
What's he
We've-
do? Oh, I went
Oh,
back.
that's
Oh,
even
in the
worse.
wall. He drove it into the wall again.
Did he just catch grass right here?
Yeah, he's got damage already.
Yep.
But yeah, he did.
He
He's
got
caught
greedy
a
with the
little bit of
grass. Greedy with the
Caught a little
grass.
bit of
Down
grass.
he goes.
Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you're a lawnmower. I think that's Kiesel, isn't it? That is Kiesel. He's working against Taco Bell, also known as Zach the Whale. He's working nice and smooth right now. The Ferrari versus the McLaren. You know, a lot of people use the Ferrari because they think the Ferrari is an easier car to drive. A lot of people hate the McLaren because the McLaren apparently sucks. But here we are, coming through the S's now, giving great chase.
Edwin Onofre is right on the bumper of Aiken Lamar. 2 matching Acuras. They are... No! Don't do it, Edwin. Don't do it. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, okay. He thought better of going side by side through that section of the track. He's got a really good passing opportunity coming up here. See if he can make it work. Oh, and that's a Red Bull paint scheme? Aiken? Yeah. Give him the bumper. No Red Bull paint schemes allowed in my series. Arpad Kovacs catches up.
Let's talk about the Red Bull move. What do we feel about the best racer in the world, Shane Van Gisbergen, driving a Red Bull car? Well, not yet. Maybe soon.
All right, here we are live. Only 3 minutes left in this race. I think this time has flown by, fellas. I think Jason Wallet just got... Oh, my goodness gracious! Jason Wallet side by side with Jacob Dick for 19th.
I think Jason Wallet has damage. That's not what a Mercedes is supposed to look like, right?
Yeah, the Mercedes design studio did not want it to look like that coming out of the factory, so I think Jason has made some unapproved manufacturer modifications on that number 76 Mercedes AMG GT3.
Hey, gents, you think we can get one more guy in here before the race is over? Talk to one more person?
I think we can.
We can certainly try. Let me pull one in here. I'm going to pick... no, not him. I'm going to pick him. Clint Halterman, you've had a very adventurous race, my friend. Welcome to the panel.
Hello.
Is it going any better?
I currently have a slowdown, and I got 2 cars coming up on me in the S's, so this is gonna get interesting because I got yep. All right, hopefully they. We're just gonna see if we can park the bus a little bit. Okay, hang on. Okay, it's clear. There we go.
You're P12 right now, and I don't think that's where you started. So just tell us a little bit about how your race has gone.
Well, I've avoided some calamity. I'm don't really know the track. I got 2 laps of practice.
What?
Oh shit! Oh, I mean, oh crap! I held on.
Edwin Onofre is pressuring you with Aiken Lamar. Oh
Edwin's
boy!
giving you a run for your money.
I don't know what's going on.
We picked a great time.
I feel like I'm sliding everywhere. Please be the white flag. Because
Edwin's...
Okay, good. I don't know how much more, I don't know if I can hold on to this much longer.
White flag is in the air.
We gotta ask him the question real quick.
Oh yeah, so what's your favorite kind of cake?
Favorite kind of cake? Hang on. I'm off in a moment.
You side by side.
That's a new flavor. Did they sell that at
he's
at the
loose.
store?
Oh my God! Hold on. Can I get some grip, please? Oh, that's a pit limiter. Oh,
He hit the pit
limiter. Oh my goodness, Jesus! He just got hit from behind.
It worked. That was a defensive mechanism. It hit the pit limiter.
Holy fuck! Why do we?
You gotta check the rulebook to make sure that's legal.
We gotta call Jake.
Oh my God!
Another chocolate! Get him out of here!
Red Velvet Cheesecake, get him out of here! Get him out of here!
Get him out of here!
Thank OWR for the love of God!
Don't do it.
Thank you, OWR!
Thank you! And Jake Cummings is gonna win the race! Look at him here! Golly, what a panel! Here he is, what a winner!
Goodness.
Hunter Hadesty's gonna finish at P2. Holy Jesus!
Hey, that rookie Parise in P3 here.
Hunter Hadesty takes P2. Chris Priest takes P3. Hunter's mowing grass. Hope Samantha notices. Adam Willoughby P4. Connor Grieber's in home P5. Here we are with Nick Henley. Those fellas are side by side. Aiken Lamar is still fighting Clint. I'm glad we let Clint go. I don't know if
Jesus, here he comes down through the lane, and it's 3 wide, and he's still going.
They're beating. They're banging.
With the bumper, and who gets it?
I think it's Aiken.
It's going to be Edwin and O'Fray by a 3/1,000th
Oh my
of a
goodness.
second.
We need to watch that one more time. Let's do Chopper Cam, why don't we? Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, Edwin
goodness.
beats Aiken Lamar by a hair.
That little door bang at the kink of the front straightaway is what did him in.
Well,
But we
fellas.
gotta ask Edwin and Ofrey what his favorite kink is. Maybe that'll be the next question of the day.
Oh,
my
no,
goodness.
no.
I don't know
no,
about that one, buddy. We're supposed to keep this
we
PG-13.
tried that once. I mean, golly bum. Let's see if we can get the people that we need to get in here. I don't know what the app for Chris Parise is.
I got him.
There you go. Interview waiting room. There he is. He went in the interview waiting room. I get to ask him a question of it. Why weren't you in the Discord to have an in-race interview? Because we would have talked to you. I would have talked to him right after he mowed all that grass.
Yeah, welcome to the. He really. Actually, no, sorry. Zach Doyle in last week's Charlotte Cup Series race did the actual first rallycross racing of the season. Chris Parise was the second to do so.
He did.
Bummer.
You know, we had a couple guys. I think Lucas Moody went through the grass once, or no, Athena LeClaire was the one who went through the grass a couple times in that Cup race. That was something to behold. But well, gentlemen, you know what they say about VIR? It's in the worst part of the state of Virginia, and somehow it produced some of the best racing you can get out of Virginia, at least in a virtual sense.
Well, let's go ahead and get Chris Parise up in here. Why don't we? Chris, welcome to the show. I am the director. I've got joined with me Nick and Ricky. Tell us how your race went, buddy.
Not so great. I'll be dead honest. I definitely need to study up on my starting procedure. And you know, the track was really slick with the sun being up high and it being something like 87 degrees. So, couple moments, but I think I recovered really well. I think I did something like I had a run from something like 6th or 7th back to 3rd. So, I'm pretty happy with the recovery.
Yeah, I mean, you know, recovering to P3 after a little bit of lawn mowing, you know, being one of the first road dirt racers this season. Tell me, buddy, how do you pronounce your last name?
Parise?
Parise? Oh, we were so close. We were so close.
What were you guys saying?
We were saying Parise.
What was your guess?
Or Parise, yeah.
Close. Yeah.
Yeah, we got like the first two vowels, right?
So you're not wrong. Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Well, tell us, I guess, generally how your first ever CIL race went. I mentioned a few times you're a rookie to this league.
Yeah. I had a ton of fun. Everyone here is great. It was super fun racing with everybody. You know, I dragged my my classmate Cameron in. I don't know if you guys saw, but we have 2 entries for Stevens, and I also dragged another NC State member in, Mateo. So they're waiting on me to ask me the same questions. But no, this is a great community, and I love what you guys are doing.
Appreciate you, man. Well, Nick, why don't you ask him the question?
Oh, we got a question of the day for you, Christopher.
What's that?
The question of the day is, what's your favorite kind of cake?
Favorite kind of cake?
Yes.
My roommate would kill me if I didn't say red velvet.
God,
everybody says
get
chocolate.
him out of here!
I
Get him
swear.
out of here!
No, not gonna get him out of here yet. Okay, Christopher, that's fine. You like red velvet cake? Cake or cupcakes?
Probably cake.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. We can accept that. Third question. Would you ever consider racing in the College Cup Series?
College Cup, probably not.
Or
If you said
the IndyCar series. What about the IndyCar series?
I was gonna say Formula College. I would definitely consider.
Let's go, baby!
Chris,
Formula College.
I hope you know, Chris, that those are the series directors in here with me.
No,
That's
I'm well aware. Nick, you have every right to deafen, mute, ban me, whatever you see fit.
You know, I just hope that you change your mind. You know, we have really good racing on Mondays. You know,
I saw
more than
Charlotte was
welcome
good.
to take your pick at it. You know, I ran really well. Ricky ran halfway decent. Ryan
I
quit.
beat you.
I commentated, Nick.
You.
I commentated.
This
Well,
guy
you
doesn't
didn't-
even know. All right, we're gonna stop it here.
All
Chris,
right.
You were
Thanks
an
for
awesome
joining us,
rookie.
Chris.
Awesome to
Thank
watch
you so
tonight.
much, guys.
We're looking forward to seeing you around, buddy. Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah.
being
Next
here.
week.
Thanks so much. I'll see you guys.
And well, that was Chris Parise of, I forgot the school name already, but
Stevens.
Oh yeah,
Stevens.
yes, Stevens College. Let's grab
let's
this
get
guy,
P2.
Hunter.
Welcome back.
Okay, we talked to this guy already.
All right, I didn't jinx myself.
Alumni
there you
winner
go.
and P2.
We take it. We take it.
So Hunter, I guess we've already asked the question of the day. So let's ask you the secondary question of the day. When you coming back to the College Cup Series?
when it goes to a road course.
I was about to say Chicago for sure.
Look,
Hey, are we gonna
Put your
see you in
bets in now. Let's get them Vegas odds rolling.
the Stockner Sportsbook? Is usually a good place to check out before the race.
Golly bum, we're talking. You know, we need you in more of those races, Hunter. You know, I didn't sign you to this. You know, to be a road ringer. I only put one road course on the schedule.
Well, put more.
No.
It's
We're
an
gonna have
easy,
some. Gonna have some
easy
esports
guarantee.
admins mad at us if we put more road courses.
Turn
on.
left.
well, Hunter, I mean,
question from the chat. Here's the question that we really want to know. What is your go-to pizza? This is from Alex Halinar.
My go-to pizza. Like what kind?
What's your favorite pizza? What's your
tell us
go-to?
about- yeah.
New York style pizza, pepperoni on half, and then like anchovies and pineapple.
You lost me, then you had me, then you lost me again.
Oh!
Who puts anchovies on pizza?
I do, cause they're good.
Pineapple and anchovy. Get out of
Yeah.
Get him out of our booth.
Oh,
Get him out of here.
here. Jesus.
Don't even give him the chance to say hi to anybody.
No,
Let's just
no
That's
shout outs. He
Get
had
him
2
out.
interviews.
Disgusting.
He had 2 interviews.
Yeah,
That's
this
just
guy
rude.
come back in here. Jake, we brought in Hunter, and he absolutely disgusted us. Please, make this better.
What did he do?
His pizza pick is absolutely disgusting. He wants
Oh.
anchovies and pineapple on the same damn pizza. That's just disgusting. I'm just appalled. Please, what's your favorite kind of pizza?
Oh man. Okay, so I need to do a little backstory with this. I actually.
What's with this guy backstory?
we don't have
No,
half an hour like
Let the
last night,
man
buddy.
speak.
No, I
Let
just
him
need to
speak.
say I have a medical condition, so I'm kind of sensitive to gluten.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So I can't.
That's
I
fair.
kind of steer away from pizza nowadays. But I used to love just like the meat lovers, like the pepperoni,
Respect.
pepperoni, ham, and sausage crumbles. That's all you really need.
Respect.
That's understandable. Understandable completely. Well, you won. I don't know if it was difficult. I don't know if it was easy. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was it?
I'll be honest. Not as soon, but really shortly after y'all left me. I guess I left y'all. The track was so hot. The track temp's 126 degrees. And then in the last like 10 minutes or so, you could really start to feel that in the rear tires. I had like a moment at turn 3, I think it is, where you need to brake and turn at the same time. Really tricky in any condition. I had a bit of a moment there, and I started to feel the rears going, and that flat out right hander right before that left kink that you just do a quick brake for before you get to where the tree used to be.
Yep.
So it got really tricky at the end, and then we did have a little bit of lap traffic, but they got out of the way very quickly and killed themselves to do it, basically. So yeah, it wasn't too hard. With the gap I had, I just had to not not make any mistakes really.
Well, Jake, congratulations on the win. Is there anyone you want to thank, including Wingstop and pit road penalties?
I mean, I guess I have to thank them by default, don't I? Yeah, of course, a big thank you to them. I might actually go try them now. Like a reverse sponsorship.
Right.
But also thanks to my fiance for watching my stream, and thank you to Converse Esports and also to Tech Sport Academy. I know this is just for a fun race, but it's a good way to start the season for sure.
Indeed, indeed. Well, just keep racing, my friend, and we'll probably have another chat here with you next week as we head to Daytona. Take care.
Thank you as well.
All right, that's it. This has been the panel. It was a little bit messy, but ladies and gentlemen, you gotta understand, we usually have a 2-hour time slot. This was 30 minutes.
Yeah, this was the abbreviated version. So if you like what you see, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And hey, next week we go to Daytona. Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so next week we are headed to Daytona International Speedway, the road course, regular IMSA layout. I figured after a lot of people had done their iRacing Rolex 24s and then watched the real Rolex 24, maybe a few people might still have that Daytona itch, want to do 2 more hours in our series. I think it's going to be entirely at night. I'm going to fix the sessions so that it's not open quali and that it's solo quali. And a lot of people complained about tire temps today. They are not going to have to worry about it then because, like I said, it's going to be at night. I think it's going to be a really good race. I hope that you two will join me back for the esteemed panel. I think today was a lot of fun. Maybe us spread out over 2 hours is going to feel a little bit less like me losing my mind. But it was great
That's
fun.
right, baby.
Great fun. Nick, why don't you tell us about what's next for your series?
Well, of course, we go next Monday. The FC series and the College Cup series is doing one of our first trip doubleheader week of the season. I'm going to New Hampshire. I'm sure he's going to New Hampshire as well, but I don't know that for certain. But I'm going to New Hampshire for the first time ever in CIL history. A competition will be held at New Hampshire Motor Speedway and the Oval for the College Cup Series for the checks notes here. The New Hampshire Brew Blitz 151 presented by Hex and Hop in partnership with Paul Smith's College.
Love to hear it. 2 days later, the IndyCar Series also follows them to New Hampshire. It's the first of 3 race weeks where the Cup Series and the Formula College Series shares a track. I think it's a really cool initiative that we've done to try and not only limit prices and limit some of the financial burden on universities and students, but also to just have a little bit of continuity. And a lot of these tracks are really good to go to. So should be a good New Hampshire 175 from the IndyCar Series. It'll be great, and it'll be all streamed, all 3 of the events you just heard, right here on this YouTube channel.
Well, without further ado, I figured out how to put full screen results on the page. Jordan Ricky, top 10, attaboy, out of University of Alabama in Huntsville. Connor Greer, top 5. All right, well, I feel like it's a little late to talk about full screen results, but I definitely have a few things to congratulate my guys on. Here is 11 through 20. Pause it if you want to look at it.
Nick Haley, highest Vortex driver. That's a good result for that guy. He's got a cool mustache. Loves barbecue. Good Nick
Bryant
Henley.
Hill just shy of P21 or top 20.
It's okay. And then we got a bunch of lappers down here. I mean, you got to feel for our Muhammad Ali who finished 12 laps down.
Pits.
Probably ate that wing stop because Cale Davidson in P40. Wing stop prevented that guy from winning the race, is what he said.
Wing stop and he didn't finish last. I'd call that a good day.
Yeah, he finished 3 more laps than last.
This is pretty much all the time that we had for today. As always, my name is Nick Stockner. I have with me here the esteemed Pan, Ricky Paz, and Ryan Whitlock. Gentlemen, bid your adieus.
Thank you all very much for watching. Good night.